Hallucinogenic honey has intrigued people for centuries, being both a naturally occurring substance and a key component in ancient rituals and traditional healing practices. Known for its mind-altering properties, hallucinogenic honey has sparked curiosity among historians, anthropologists, and biologists alike, drawing attention to its mysterious ability to alter consciousness and provoke powerful spiritual experiences. This unique form of honey is produced by bees that gather nectar from certain types of flowers or plants that contain substances capable of causing hallucinatory effects, leading to its use in both medicinal and spiritual contexts. While this substance may seem like something out of a myth or legend, it has a genuine, centuries-old presence in the traditional practices of various cultures, particularly in areas where people have long depended on nature's resources for healing, enlightenment, and connection to the divine. The most famous example of hallucinogenic honey comes from the Black Sea region, particularly in the areas of Turkey and Georgia, where honey produced by bees feeding on the nectar of rhododendron flowers, known for containing grainotoxins, is renowned for its psychoactive effects. Rhododendron, a flowering shrub, contains naturally occurring compounds that can cause dizziness, nausea, and a mild hallucinogenic state when consumed in significant quantities. These compounds are toxic in high doses, but the small amounts of grainotoxins present in the honey give it its characteristic effects, producing a sensation of altered consciousness, often described as euphoric or trance-like. This hallucinogenic honey has been a part of the local culture for centuries, passed down through generations of communities who use it in specific spiritual practices. The use of hallucinogenic honey for religious or shamanistic purposes dates back to antiquity. Ancient Greek and Roman texts recount the use of this honey by priests and mystics, who would consume small quantities during rituals to induce visions or connect with the divine. It was believed that this honey facilitated communication with gods and spirits, offering the person who consumed it access to hidden knowledge or supernatural guidance. In certain ancient cultures, the honey was seen as a sacred substance, representing the sweetness of life, but also a means of accessing altered states of consciousness for spiritual purposes. In addition to its use in rituals, hallucinogenic honey has historically played a role in traditional healing practices. Many indigenous cultures around the world used naturally occurring substances, like honey, to treat physical and mental ailments. In the case of hallucinogenic honey, it was sometimes believed to possess therapeutic properties, helping to relieve pain, induce rest, or treat conditions related to stress or mental health. Some cultures viewed the honey as a form of medicine that could assist with both physical healing and spiritual purification, reinforcing the interconnectedness of body and mind in their belief systems. However, the use of hallucinogenic honey is not without its risks. The grainotoxins that give the honey its psychoactive effects can be toxic in large amounts, potentially causing serious health issues, including vomiting, confusion, and even death. While the hallucinogenic effects of the honey are often mild when consumed in controlled doses, excessive consumption can result in dangerous consequences. As a result, those who traditionally used the honey in rituals were often trained in its proper use, understanding the delicate balance required to achieve the desired effects while avoiding harm. The process of harvesting and preparing hallucinogenic honey is equally steeped in tradition. In some areas, specialized beekeepers known as honey hunters would climb high into the mountains to harvest honey from wild hives, often located in remote, difficult-to-reach areas. These honey hunters have developed unique methods for safely extracting the honey, often using smoke to calm the bees and carefully avoiding disturbing the delicate ecological balance of the environment. In some cultures, the harvesting of hallucinogenic honey was itself a sacred act, performed with great care and reverence for the bees and the natural world. In modern times, hallucinogenic honey is no longer used as frequently in traditional rituals, as its effects have been overshadowed by the advent of synthetic drugs and more commonly used psychoactive substances. However, the honey still holds cultural significance in some areas, and its use has been documented in contemporary ethnobotanical studies. Today, there is renewed interest in hallucinogenic honey, particularly among those seeking alternative, natural methods for achieving altered states of consciousness or exploring the healing potential of plant-based substances. In some parts of the world, people still consume small amounts of hallucinogenic honey for its euphoric or mildly hallucinatory effects, though it is often seen as more of a novelty or curiosity rather than a central part of spiritual life. In recent years, scientists have also become more interested in hallucinogenic honey, studying the effects of grainotoxins and their potential applications in both traditional medicine and modern pharmacology. While research is still limited, some experts believe that grainotoxins could have therapeutic uses, potentially offering new insights into the treatment of certain neurological or psychological conditions. At the same time, the risks associated with its consumption, particularly the potential for poisoning, remain a significant concern. Despite its relatively limited use in the modern world, hallucinogenic honey remains an enduring symbol of the deep connection between humans and nature, representing both the dangers and the mystical possibilities that nature can offer. Whether in the form of ancient spiritual rituals or contemporary explorations of natural psychedelics, hallucinogenic honey continues to fascinate and mystify, offering a sweet, if somewhat dangerous, window into the way early human societies interacted with the natural world and the divine. It serves as a reminder of the age-old human desire to transcend the ordinary, to seek visions, and to connect with something greater than ourselves, through the simplest of substances, nature's sweet elixir.